Welcome everybody to Solo ReacTalk. Today I'm reacting to Helsreach, the movie 2019. This is part 3. If you want to check out my previous reactions, I'll put the card at the top. Just click on it and you'll be able to access them. Yes, in part 2, we were dealing with the continuation of the war against the Orks in Hive City Helsreach. Hive City, yes. The Orks are pushing hard, and there's also still internal conflicts between the Black Templars of the Astartes as well as the Mechanicus of Mars over a super weapon that's underground called the Oberon, yeah. Grimaldus wants to reactivate this super weapon so they can use it in the war, but the Mechanicus are saying they first need to, anoint it. They have to ward off bad spirits of the super weapon, and essentially that super weapon belongs to them. It's part of their property, and Grimaldus is not allowed to actually be touching weapons and technology that belongs to the Mechanicus of Mars. So there's been this hot tension between the Princeps Zaha as well as Grimaldus, the Recrusiarch of the Black Templars. So they've been having a little bit of a conflict, but the Orks came and they've resolved, or should I say they've pushed aside their little conflicts and focused on dealing with the Orks. And Princeps Zaha was in a bad state, if I can say that. And Grimaldus came in there with his speech to galvanize her, to tell her to stand up. Your fight is not over. You have to stand up and continue on the fight. And she did. She answered the call, and she stood up and she lit up her horn, and she's back in the fight. And we have lost a brother, Kador. He died. Nerova is not really taking that very well. He's a bit emotional about losing Kador, but Grimaldus has told him and the rest of his brothers to steal your heart. This war is not over. The body you see before you is no longer Kador. Kador is gone. Whatever's left is just not Kador. It's just matter. Yeah. So we're continuing on with part 3. Let's start. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
Death. Does it trouble you? I do not wish to speak of this, Primus. He did not die well. I said I have no desire to speak of this, brother. Leave me be. Well, I only say this because if I were as close to him as you were, it would have grieved me also. He died badly. An ugly death. He killed several before he fell. He did. But his death wound was in the back. That would shame me beyond measure.
Primus, shush. Shush.
Primus, leave me alone. Helsreach will fall tonight, Bastilan says, giving voice to something we must all be thinking. Not tonight. Do not lie to me, Grimaldus. Save your words for the others, brother. Make ready to jump. Nero, do you stand ready? What? I need you, Nero. Our brothers need you. Do not lecture me, Reclusiarch. I stand ready. Kador is dead. Grief has its place, But if you are lost in sorrow, I said I stand ready. Why do you single me out like this? Priamus is likely to see us all dead because he cannot follow orders. Bastilan and Arterion are not half the fighters Kador was. Yet you lecture me about being the weak one. A crack in the blade. Bitterness is taking root within you, brother. When I tell you to focus and stand with your brothers, you respond with black words and treacherous thoughts. So I tell you again one last time, that we need you, and you need us. Yes, Reclusiarch. My brothers, forgive me. My humors are unbalanced, and my mind has been adrift. A mind without purpose will walk in dark places. It is fine, Nera. I miss him just as you do. I forgive you, Nerevar.
Wow, he pointed a gun at his fellow brother like that. I mean, I understand, Nerevar is acting very uncontrollable, I guess you could say it like that, but really? A gun at his head? No, man. Whew.
Incoming missiles! Too close to evade! Jump now, or die with me!
Disengage now! Rudian! There is no need to die here. Brace! We saw that, Reclusiarch. Dawn's blood, we all saw it.
The music. Excellent.
Sir?
Yes?
Emergency signal from the Serpentine in orbit. She requests immediate cessation of all anti-air weaponry in the docks district.
Reinforcements.
Green is the salamanders, right? I think so, yeah.
is in this road. We are but 6 against a legion. 5. Cater is dead. Forgive me, brother. A moment's lack of focus. Get up!
Not coming out.
In the name of the Emperor, stand and fight, or we all die.
The Imperial Guard, baby. Yes, yes, yes. They saved the day.
Hello, Reclusiac.
You have the thanks of the Black Templars, Stormtrooper.
It was good timing, I think.
What is your name?
Trooper Andre, 703rd Steel Legion Stormtrooper Division, sir.
It is good to see you on the field. Courage such as yours belongs at the vanguard.
Thank you, Reclusiac.
I will remember your names and deeds this day. All of you. Helsreach may burn, but this war is not lost.
I am very honored, Reclusiac, as are these handsome and fine gentlemen with me. But if you could tell my captain about this, I would be even happier.
It will be done, Trooper Andre. You have my word.
I am hopeful this will also impress the lady I intend to marry.
Yes. Good. What's that? It can't be what it looks like. It is.
Yeah. What are they?
Drop pods. Astartes drop pods. Honored to fight at your side, Reclusiac Grimaldus. The Templars are in your debt, but tell me, brother, why have you come?
We were the last of the salamanders in orbit. The Lord of the Fireborn called us to him, and we obeyed.
Master Tushan, may the Emperor continue to favor him, fights far from here, brother. The salamanders bleed the enemy many leagues to the east, and the Hemlock River runs black with alien blood.
The salamanders were not blind to your plight, honored Reclusiac. My lord and master heard of the assured civilian devastation in the fall of the city's coastal districts. We are the 70 warriors chosen to make planetfall here, and stand with you until the docks are held.
And then you will leave.
And then we will leave. Our fight is along the banks of the Hemlock. Our glory is there. This city, it smells like home.
Very interesting, you know, the way these Space Marines talk to each other. It's I can hear what they're saying, but it just doesn't resonate in my head. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I can't really understand them sometimes. But yeah.
The most honorable Legio Invigilata has been petitioned by outside forces to leave the city.
She will stay. She swore to fight.
As I understand it, the Imperial advances along the length of the Hemlock River are grinding to a halt. The settlements there, protected by the Salamanders and regiments of the Cadian Shock, are now considered a higher priority than the city. This is from the old man himself. It came over the Vox an hour ago.
I do not care. Our mandate is to defend Helsreach.
Our mandate, yes. But Princeps Zaha's mandate was to deploy where she desired.
She will not leave. She is here until the end.
Oh, enough, please, Reclusiarch. Storm Herald is embattled 7 kilometers down the Hell's Highway with an enemy scrap Titan battalion in the Rostoric Ironworks. She has given no further word of her decision. What of the, weapon, Reclusiarch?
A fool's hope.
None of us had much hope pinned on the Ordinatus. It was the longest of long shots, any way you slice it.
There is nothing to like in them. They wage war to defend, to preserve. Everything in their way is devoted to maintaining what humanity already has. I mean no offense to them as warriors, but drop-podding into the city purely to defend civilians? Madness! Bastard, please, you know I am right. I know you are treading on unstable ground. Do not besmirch the honor of our brother chapter. The Salamanders shed as much blood as we did this week. That is not the point. That is where you and I disagree, brother. But you are young. You will learn. Do not patronize me, old man. I'm not that old. Do not laugh at me. Stop making me laugh. What 2 chapters fight the same? What 2 chapters wage war according to the same principles? We are all born of different worlds and trained by different masters. Accept the differences and stand with them as allies.
Quit your yapping and just get to work. Hey.
Sergeant Fereth, the people of Helsreach and Armageddon offer their thanks to you and your brothers for the assistance. You'll quit the city today?
The Lord of the Fireborn calls.
Quite so, quite so. I offer my personal thanks. Without your arrival, many more would have lost their lives.
You are fighting with ferocity unmatched, Steel Legionnaire. It was an honor to fight at your side.
on the streets of your city. The honor was ours, Vareth. Hunt well in the wastelands, and give my thanks to your lord.
What do you want, Salamander?
To speak, if you are willing, Reclusiarch.
I would be honored.
I tell him. But this is a lie. My brothers and I came to this city without the illuminating guidance of our chaplain. We would offer reverent thanks if you would lead us in prayer before we quit the city and rejoin our chapter by the shores of the Hemlock.
I know little of your chapter's cult and creed, Salamander.
We know this, Reclusiarch. Still, we would offer sincere thanks.
Think of the battle last night. There was one moment in the chaos that still preys upon my mind. It casts a shadow over us now, like an enemy's spear threatening to fall.
What aspect of the battle troubles you, Reclusiarch?
A fine question. Where are the salamanders?
They're holding.
They're what? Follow us, in the name of the throne!
Fall back! Fall back to the eastern platform and be ready to engage the second wave.
Advance! If we strike now, there will be no second wave. We're at the warlord's throat. He's getting away! Fall back! Sir! No! Fall back! This is not worth dying over. We do not have the numbers to spill the warlord's blood now.
I see. You consider this a stain on your personal honor?
No, brother. I consider it a waste of time, ammunition, and life. 2 of your own squad were killed in the successive waves that followed. If we had pursued in unity, we could have broken through to the enemy leader and taken his head.
It is tactically unsound, Reclusiarch. Pursuit would have left the shelter undefended and vulnerable to regrouping waves attacking from other sectors. 3,000 lives were saved by our defiance last night.
There were no attacks from other sectors.
There may have been, had we pursued.
I am finished with this debate, Salamander.
It grieves me to hear you speak this way, Reclusiarch.
Get out of my city.
Wow, the differences of opinion in the Astartes chapters is very interesting. And just like Primus was, complaining about the salamanders, saying that they don't really fight with the hunger to win against an enemy. They just want to defend human beings. And I guess Grimaldus also shares the same sort of thought about the salamanders, but like I think it was Alterion, or maybe it was Bastella, who was telling Primus that we all get taught how to become an Astartes from different worlds, serving under different masters and their own doctrines. So the salamanders are just basically following what they've been taught, and how to wage war and how to defend key positions, and one of their jobs, I'm assuming, is to protect human beings. If I remember correctly from Brecky's channel, Brecky's video on the Warhammer 40K factions, You said something about the salamanders as one of the most closely connected to human beings. Like, you know, they protect human beings, they help human beings, they see them as equals to some degree, unlike all the other chapters. So, you know, they have a far more affinity to human beings. And I guess the Black Templars don't really see that. They want glory, they want to kill the enemy no matter the cost. They want the head of the enemy no matter the cost. And the two sides are so opposed when it comes to defense and attack. But yes, I think maybe they should have joined forces and attacked and, you know, pushed forward to get the war leader's head. But you know what? Anything could have happened. Anything could have happened. They could have lost, and they could have lost a lot of Astartes members. So it's a hard thing to swallow. You know, it's a hard situation to accept that the salamanders are not always going to be there to attack the enemy. Their main objectives is to protect civilians. Okay, let's continue.
Not ready. He is a master of sworn engagements and a warrior beyond peer, but he is not a leader of the chapter.
The Forge Master speaks the truth, High Marshal. Grimaldus is flawed by hesitation. A second's delay in all he does, and it is no secret why. He holds himself to his master's standards. Doubt clings to him, darkening his place in the chapter.
He is shaken by Mordred's death. He seeks his place in the Eternal Crusade.
In the coming war, I will give him the chance to find that place.
The city is falling, brother. Saren and the other humans faced that fact today. The time has come for us to choose where we will die. Then let it be where we will be remembered. Let it be where our deaths will matter, and give birth to tales worthy of being recorded in humanity's history. I know of a place. It is far from here, but there is no holier place on this entire world. There we shall dig our graves, and there we will ensure the great enemy forever remembers the name of the Black Templars.
They're gonna die at a church? Okay, that's alright.
Helsreach has weeks left, but little beyond that. The siege is almost at our own gate.
We received a message from the Astartes commander in the city, the Reclusiarch. He sends word that his knights are en route to stand with us in defense.
The Reclusiarch is bringing the Black Templars here.
Yes, Prioress.
Did he happen to say why he felt the sudden wish to fight alongside the Order of the Ardent Shroud?
No, Prioress. I suspect it ties into Colonel Siren's decision to break up the remaining defenders into separate bastions. The Reclusiarch has chosen the temple.
I see. I doubt he asked permission.
No, Prioress, he didn't.
Typical Astartes. When do they arrive?
Before sunset, Mistress.
Very well. Damn it all. Well, don't just stand there gawking, girl. Prepare my battle armor.
Well, how long has it been since you wore your armor, Prioress?
How old are you, girl?
15, Mistress.
Well then. Let's just say you couldn't wipe your own backside the last time I went to war. But it'll be good to deliver a sermon with a bolter in hand again.
Wait, is she a sororitas? Wow. Because I could see that she had silver hair. I thought maybe because she's old and, the hair's growing grey. But I think she is a sororitas. Interesting. Very interesting. So she's retired from being, a soldier of the church to being a, like a priest? A priestess? That's interesting.
Hail, Bayard, I say to the Emperor's champion of the Helsreach Crusade.
My liege. Priamus. Still breathing, I see. Nothing on this world will change that, my liege. Arise, brother. The day will never come that you must kneel before me. Arterian, Masterland, it is good to see you both. And you, Nero. Cador's fall tore at my heart, brother. He and I served in the Sword Brethren together. Did you know that? I knew it, my liege. Cador spoke of it often. He was one of us.
Why is Primus looking at his sword like that?
Well, well, well. The Emperor's chosen. Come to stand with us at last.
Hail, Prioress.
I am Prioress Sindel, and in the name of Saint Sylvana, I bid you welcome to the Temple of the Emperor Ascendant.
Reclusiarch Grimaldus of the Black Templars. I cannot help but notice that you do not sound welcoming.
Should I be? Half of the temple district has already fallen in the last week. Where were you then,
We were at the docks, you ungrateful little harpy. Be at ease. We were, as my brother Priamus explained, engaged in the east of the Hive. But we are here now, when the war is at its darkest, as the enemy approach the temple doors.
I have fought with Astartes before. I have fought alongside warriors who would have given their lives for the Imperium's ideals, and warriors that cared only for accruing glory, as if they could wear their honor like armor. Both breeds were Astartes.
We are not here to be lectured on the state of our souls.
Whether you are or not doesn't matter, Reclusiarch. Will you dismiss your fellow warriors from the chamber, please? There is much to speak of.
We can speak of the temple's defense in front of my brothers.
Indeed we can. And when the time comes to speak of such things, they will be present. For now, please dismiss them. Remove your helm, please.
Tell me why I should.
Because I would like to look upon the face of the man I'm speaking with, and because I wish to anoint you with the waters of elucidation.
A moment, please.
This water is thrice blessed.
It's not a baby face anymore. It looks stressed. He has a beard. Yeah, he's no longer a baby face.
It brings clarity of purpose when anointed onto the doubting and the lost.
I am not lost.
I did not mean to imply that you were, Reclusiarch, but many who come here are. Kneel, if you would. I cannot reach all the way up there. You have beautiful eyes. There. You are blessed, and may tread the sacred floor of the inner sanctum without guilt. May you find the answers you seek in the house of the God Emperor.
Very few left. There will be enough. Have faith in your brother's blades, Bayard. I have faith. I am sanguine with my fate, Chaplain. My rank is Reclusiarch. Use it. By your will, brother, of course. But we stand vigil over the city's death, with a handful of bleeding humans, Reclusiarch. I am sanguine, but I am also a realist. Have faith in the people of this city, champion. Such condescension is beneath you. These people are fighting for more than their homes and lives. They are fighting for their ancestors' honor, on the holiest ground in the entire world. The survivors of this war across the globe will take heart from sacrifices made by the thousands destined to die here. Blood of Dawn, Bayard. The Imperium was born in moments such as this. My voice was one of the few that spoke against your ascension to Mordred's rank. I would have said the same in your place. Tyro. Major Riken.
We got cut off from Saren and the others. Throne, there are still thousands of the bastards out there. And that's not the worst of it.
Explain.
The enemy still has Titans, and there's one you'll never believe until you look upon it with your own eyes. We saw it march from Rostrick Ironworks, collapsing habitation towers in its wake.
Move inside and see to your wounds. If the end is coming to these walls, you will need to stand ready.
Oh, we'll all be ready. The bastards took my face, and that made it personal.
They're together? Oh, okay. That's nice.
Madness. Reclusiac. Humans, they are a mystery to me.
As soon as it has recharged my princeps. My princeps, we must disengage. We need to rearm and cool the plasma core in standard sustained venting procedure.
No more lectures. I do not care.
I'm ready. Firing. Wait for the stabilizers to come back online. They only need another minute.
The arm isn't badly damaged. I'm taking a shot. I can make it.
You'll miss, Val. Give them 30 seconds. Just 30 more seconds.
Firing.
No. This can't be. You've killed us.
I had the shot. I had the shot.
You son of a bitch! Why hasn't it fired?
I stood until the end, as promised.
Princeps Majoris Zaha has passed away. Oh man. All because of that guy. That guy, he took the shot when the stabilizers were not yet active. He took the shot, it missed. Power was down. And then the Ork Titan, I don't know why it didn't fire, but it it decided, let me make this personal. Let me come up close to you. Let me take your head, take it out and throw it away. That was really something there. But man, the music and the way Zaha, she tried her last attempt at defiance, trying to punch the Titan across. I don't know what was going on in the front, but yeah, she was just crushing all those weapons and whatever else was in front of the Titan. And yeah, she really did try to the bitter end. Guys.
They said you would be here. I beg the many forgivings of this holy place for my intrusion, but I bring news, yes? Do not be angry. The Vox is still playing many unamusing games, and I could not speak with anyone in any other way.
Speak, Legionnaire.
The beasts, they are coming in great force. Many are not far behind us, and I have heard Vox chatter that Invigilata is leaving the city.
Why would they leave us?
They would quit the city at once if Princeps Zaha was gone. Mechanicus politics.
She is gone, Reclusiac. An hour ago, we saw Storm Herald die.
Can I say that this is the first time I actually see him showing emotion about someone who's passed away? I mean, he didn't even show it with Kador, really. He just didn't. But with Precepts, Zaha, you could see, hey, you know, he's angry now.
A moment, please. You are destined to either survive this or die at least sometime later than I.
Oh, what is this?
My mother's wedding ring, and a letter of explanation. Once this is over, if you are still drawing breath, please find Trooper Natalina Domoska of the 91st Steel Elite. You will recognize her, this I promise to you. She is the most beautiful woman in the world. Every man says so.
You know what I've realized is that the Orks, I only see, where did I write this down with the Orks? Yeah, I only see Orks, but I don't see the Snotlings or the Squigs or the Gretchens or the Knobs. Yeah, or the Knobs. No, I see the Knobs, but I don't see the War Boss. I think they tried to kill the War Boss with the Salamanders, but, you know, the Salamanders retreated. So the War Boss is still alive, but I haven't seen the other versions of the Orks. I wonder why that is. Or maybe it's just the way the movie was, you know, designed to be like. Only focus on the main forces of the Orks, but leave out the other smaller factions, I guess, maybe.
Not yet.
Now, you ass, come on!
Are they coming? Oh! The bloody Templars!
The Black Sword! Priamus! Reclusiac! You are the last Emperor's champion of the Helsreach Crusade. Now, recover your blade. Status of the weapon.
Oberon has no void shields, no secondary weapon systems, and Suspenser lift capability is limited. Alone, I can fire it no more than once every 20 minutes. I need to recharge the fuel cells manually and regenerate flow from the plasma containment.
Heed these last words, Forge Master. Do not bring the weapon too close. The Temple District is naught but fire and ash, and we are surrounded on all sides. Flee the city. Pursue Invigilator's retreating forces, and link up with the Imperial assault along the Hemlock.
You wish me to run?
I wish you to live rather than die in vain, and save a weapon precious to the Imperium. We will be buried here, Jurisian. There is no dishonor that your fate is elsewhere. For Dawn and the Emperor.
By your will, Reclusiac.
Yes, guys. Yes, that will be it for part 3. It's already reaching the hour. Yeah, the last stand is happening right now at church. What's her name again? Sindel, the sororitas member, Sindel, who is also the priest of the church. She's not particularly fond of Astartes members, especially these ones, because, you know, they're coming here on the last minute. Essentially, they're only coming here when the situation is dire and the enemy are literally at the gates of the church complex. So yeah, Nirova suggested this because, you know, he wanted a place where they would be remembered. You know, that even if they should die, people will still remember them as valiant soldiers who protected the church until the very end. So I guess it's about honor, it's about glory, but also a part of it is also about duty, you know, but more about glory, I think. And Precipes Zaha has passed away. She fought valiantly till the bitter end. It's just the incompetence of some of her assistants. You know, one of those people, I forgot what was his name, the Invigilator, who shot the weapon when it was not yet stabilized, when the power core was still also unstable. It really cost everything, you know, and it resulted in the Titan falling in defeat. And the Orks have finally breached the walls of the church. They are attacking at full force. One of the Astartes brothers, I'm not sure who he was, I forgot his name now, the one with the golden leaf kind of crown, he died. I don't know how he died, but there was a spear, you know, stuck in his throat. And also Bestella, I think he was the one who died. One of the Orks shot him in the head. He just died like that. And Primus was still in complete shock. You know, he was shocked. He was in shock when he found one of his commanding officers dead, and then he also saw one of his brothers, Bestella, dead. But then Grimaldus, in his Grimaldus style of, you know, galvanizing his troops, he told Primus to pick up your sword and fight in the Emperor's name, and that's what he did. And Grimaldus, like how he acted when Kador passed away, he didn't really sob or he didn't really show any emotions to it. He just focused on the mission. He even told what is his name again, Nerova, that, you know, once this person dies, the body is nothing. That's not that person anymore. You know, I loved that brother, I cherished that brother, he was my brother in arms, but now he's dead, we move on. And that's how Grimaldus was also responding to Primus when he saw his mentor and his brother Bestella dead on the floor. He told him, pick up that sword and let's continue the fight. And that's what Primus did. So yeah, there's only Altarian, Primus, Nerova, and Grimaldus himself who are left. Everybody else is dead. The Imperial Guard members are also running low in terms of personnel. Like, people are dying. The Orks are really pushing. They are really pushing. And the Sororitas members, I think there's only 3. I think it's only Sandel and her assistants who are there, who are representing as the Sororitas sisters. So yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. And the O'Brien, wow, it's like a sun gun or something, you know. That powerful laser shot the Ork Titan and melted it. It's dead. It's not gonna come back. And Grimaldus ordered it to be on the retreat. It can't attack the enemy anymore. It's vulnerable where it is, and it needs to be used with forces to defend it as it's charging its weapon and firing. So it had to retreat. It had to leave the battlefield. I guess we are in the final stretch. There's only 8 minutes left. That's going to be for part 4. So guys, if you want to watch part 4, remember the card will be somewhere here at the top or on the sides. You'll see it. If you like the video, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click on notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos. And let's continue on with the final part 4.